Here we go. So, right side, a blue Zerg player fighting for Alpha X. He is RAGNAROK. Bottom left side, the red Zerg. Dragon, the Phoenix, the gamer. He is Dark. Alright, now, again, a little bit of a test here. Dark, you still got it? Are you still able to beat all these players that normally would not be able to carry your jockstrap? Let's see. It's also hard to say, is Dark just not playing as well as he used to, or are the other players just getting better? Dark should win. He been looking bad lately. Wait, what? That's a weird sentence. Dark shouldn't win? Is that what you wanted to say? Bad on Dark standards anyway. I see. I think Dark is in fact injured as well. See if we can find anything about it. I mean, to be fair, what, he only won 1, 2, 3 Pro Leagues in the major. Wait, let me see the premiers. He only won two GSL versus the Worlds, Gold Series Team Championships, Telecom Pro League as well. Patch Thug. Casual patch Thug. Ah. Rogue's been looking bad too? I don't think that's true. I think Rogue's looking pretty darn strong recently. I don't know. Alright, let me put this back. Sorry, guys. The hunger. You want some too? I bought some cashews, but accidentally bought the ones that are not salted, so not having a good snacking time here myself. Anyway, regardless, what we got going here? What we got going on here, guys? Banelings, Baneling Nest. Still drones on those menus. They are just going for what looks like a save kind of passageway into later parts of a ZVZ match. There is the lay attack for both these players at the same time as well. Evo Chamber for Ragnarok is going to be a clear difference here. A little bit earlier than the one for Dark. Let's see if we get that upgrade running as quickly as possible. Could get a little bit of an advantage here if he gets that, of course, as quickly as he can. But that window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller, of course, with the passage of time. I swear, if Dark gets his upgrade quicker now... Alright, there it is. The +1. +1 melee attack instead, coming up here for Ragnarok. Interesting, interesting. Toss the cashews in some salt and honey, roast in oven, and have a snack. Ooh, that does sound lovely. Oh, my dear. If only I could just leave right now and do that. Just, It's not gonna be what I'm doing here, guys. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I don't believe that Dark could ever win any Premier tourney this year. I mean, the year is almost over, right? It's gonna be hard. It's like, I don't think he'll win the upcoming next one tournament that is still left here. Oh, wait, no, wait, there's like, is that 2 more? We got TSL coming up, so who knows? But yeah, I would agree. It's hard to imagine, but at the same time, I still find it harder to imagine him not ever really reclaiming some of his former glory. I still find that more of a, you know, unlikely scenario than him just never ever being able to win anything anymore. Does that make sense? Maybe next year. Yeah. I think that's a good shout. Good call. Takes Zerglings a while to nibble on those banelings. Mutalisk now coming into play for both these players as well. Dark trying to get a bit of counter damage perhaps with those Zerglings, but now with the Mutalisk there, gonna make that quite difficult. Left side, we got a couple of those Zerglings as well in a bit of trouble. Alright, so Mutalisk Wars right now, 14 versus 3, definitely a clear case advantage here for Ragnarok. Dark is starting to bulk up quite quickly now as well, though does not want to lose this base. We'll have those queens as a assistant for the Mutalisk here. Ready to try and take something on the top left side. A couple of Zerglings coming in to get that HP bar of the hatchery quite low. Could become a problem later on here for Ragnarok. Another bit of a scout here. Dark really consistent with his run-bys. Has been able to get the scout off the main base good a couple of times now. But he is falling behind on the army supply here. And that's always scary. ZVZ with Muta versus Muta. A lot of it comes down to who has more Mutalisk. Who's going to be able to just get more Mutalisk? Man, this skin from these Mutas, they look pretty darn cool, but where are they off to? I mean, definitely the fashion war is going to go into Dark's favor here, but what about the Mutalisk war? It's difficult, both having similar upgrades right now. It seems like there's just a couple more Mutalisk available here for Dark, as opposed to the ones for Ragnarok. Definitely, actually, it's about the same now. One more for Ragnarok. Maru's got a shoulder injury, yeah. There's a lot of StarCraft 2 players with injuries right now, isn't there? We've been talking about this before. Like, kind of feels like the just the old people of esports that are talking about their ailments and. But I have got a sore wrist right now. It's my Alzheimer's kicking in as well. Forgetting to make drones. So it's a problem later on, but you know what? Should be a good time, right? Still a lot of Mutalisk. Don't fly in too far. Don't let yourself get in between your exit and the other Mutalisk. This is the fight we've all been waiting for, guys. Here it is. It's happening. Looks like Ragnarok will be able to get out on top right now. And Dark moves backwards. Couple of these Zerglings on the left side as well. We'll be able to intercept more of these bases. More of the mining here does fall. And 30 drones as well. Ragnarok definitely now in trouble. Needs to make something happen across the map. His army supply is still a little bit higher up. But that counterattack from Dark there onto the drones, absolutely lethal. May actually be enough here for... ooh, that was a good one. Good detonation. A single baneling there, kind of saving more drones from going down. We'll be able to clean this up right now, and the Mutalisks come in as well. They need to get that damage done. More Zerglings on the top left side. Also looking for economic damage. Let's take a look at the Mutalisk count. 27 versus 21, but with Spore Crawlers and Queens there, Ragnarok not much of a shot at taking out his opponents for the time being. He's just gonna have to accept that he's on one base behind, actually. Gonna take the fight here. Still 26, 24. The Spore Crawlers aren't quite here. It is just the Queens right now. Mutalisk count for Dark is dropping rather rapidly. Maybe this is going to be enough here for Ragnarok now to try and turn this around here. Gonna get those Zerglings on top of the Spine Crawler as well. Gets the Zerglings into the base, and GG is called just like that. Dark getting himself ahead in the economy, and then just not having enough of a setup back at home to get himself back into the Mutalisk wars. And what is going on here? Please, please, sir, don't. Too enthusiastic with those ads. My bad. Dark being able to, well, not get everything in order. Being able to not do it. He lost 32 drones. Yeah, that is one way of getting yourself behind, but I mean, we saw the same thing in Rogue versus Ragnarok, right? Ragnarok getting himself ahead with almost double, if not more than double, the supply in drones. And just the spew of links suddenly coming in and destroying everything that Ragnarok holds there. Who won? Wait, Ant won? He lost, yeah, he lost 32. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. That is right! He did it! He just had twice the Mutalisk count. He still had a solid Zergling count as well. Comes in, cleans it up. Couldn't win ZVT nor ZVZ. I mean, guy, come on, man. Rogue and Ragnarok, Ragnarok and Bunny have been able to beat some pretty darn solid names as well. They are starting to get up there. Honestly, they are definitely looking like it may be their time to shine. Total thick boy. Alright. Here we are. 1 point. Gathered up right now. Did he just cancel that drone that he was making? Interesting. Bottom right side. Blue Zerg. Ragnarok from Alpha X. Top left side. Red Zerg. Dragon Phoenix Gamers. Dark. Let's say anyone other than SC2 Pro beat him in arm wrestling. Don't think so. Anyone? Oh, right. Any other, okay. I mean, let's think about this. Who could beat Dark in arm wrestling? From the StarCraft 2 Pro scene. It's gonna have to be... It's most likely will be Cyril, right? Most likely Cyril. I mean, he's just good at everything. Zest? Cyril? No. Come on, guys. He'll win with the mind games, alright? Showtime is jacked. He has huge arms. Yeah, we got some pretty strong people. Yeah. Control pub. Alright, well. Sad feelings. Anyway, guys. Going onwards here with the Zergling attack. He did the same thing here against Rogue, of course, on the same map. It's a small map, so that is why this is working so well here. Doesn't take too long for those Zerglings to arrive. There's the drone pool right now. Alright, Ragnarok. Gonna get on top of these drones. Nice round right there. I would just like to see Cyril win in arm wrestling, okay, guys? That's just, you know, let me have my little fantasy right here. Quite a lot of missed mining time occurring here for the Red Zerg. But, you know what? He's not losing all too much either. Well, 5 workers. It's less than Rogue lost, right? To be fair. You know what? I think that was an okay scenario right there. I don't think we should be holding arm wrestling competitions anyway for the StarCraft 2 pros. I mean, their arms are quite important to them to do their job, so I don't think a lot of them are practiced in arm wrestling. And arm wrestling actually one of the sports that is most common for self-inflicted injuries. Very, very normal for new people to the sport to just kind of break their own arm, trying to make things happen that they're not supposed to. And then just kind of being in an odd position all of a sudden. So yeah, let's step away from this idea of rolls, shall we? All right, Ragnarok, what's going on here? He's droning up rather heavily. The drones for Dark have not been coming in so much. Are we gonna see a repeat of the previous game? It looks like it, right? It looks a little bit similar here. Rogue did the same thing, just bulking up Zerglings, waiting for that speed to finish up right now, sending in the first clump. Those Zerglings right here, they do get spotted, so Ragnarok, let's see, does he move his queens this time around? No, he doesn't. He's shooting that creep tumor. He wants to get another building behind this. Needs to get that wall going. Alright, there we go, that's a good setup right now. Did not mess up as royally as the previous time. Building right here. That seems like a low HP building, but goes for the other roach warren for the time being. And you know what? I think this is looking okay. We have roaches on the way here. The Zerglings are struggling to get themselves through, but with this roach warren gone, maybe the Lynx will be able to get themselves on top of these other units in time. There we go. Some good micro there from Dark. Will be able to finally get in here. The roaches are about to be ready, though. Will we have a hold here for Ragnarok, or will this just be barely too many Zerglings? Oh, I can't believe it happened twice. Oh, the re-wall off right there from Ragnarok. He's going to buy himself a little bit of time here. Pulling the drones as well, making another evo chamber behind this location. There is still a hole in the wall, but it looks like Ragnarok. Did he hold? I think he held. I think he may have done it, guys. Ragnarok coming through, redeeming himself from that previous game, where he just kind of got himself in a wonderful position on the same map. And then pulled out all his Zerglings from the... or all his queens from the wall. He's done did it, guys. Dark, is he actually going to lose here today against Bunny and Ragnarok without taking a single game? Ragnarok, that was a beautiful haul, though. That was some wonderful SimCity, wonderful crisis management. Truly the opposite of what we saw the previous time. Even though that was just one of those real clutch moments where, you know what? If it worked, he would have looked absolutely genius. If it didn't, well, we saw what happened then, right? And this time around, not gonna let the same fate occur. Great stuff here for Ragnarok. Now, he's not completely out of the woodworks just quite yet. Still, of course, a game to be played here. Dark will be able to get himself that third base a little bit quicker. He has been a player known to be able to make a comeback happen after he fell behind. This would be quite a blow. Creighton also had a perfect prediction on the pylon show. He predicted Rogue and Bunny advance and Dark not win a single map. I see. Which pylon show was this? I need to watch my buddy Creighton on the pylon show again. What's the most recent one? Ah, I see. I did not manage to get that one. I'm confused. Dark is ahead on workers, ahead on bases, and has map control. Short of a Rothschild, and Ragnarok is in a bit of an awkward position here, no? Well, I mean, there's 10 roaches right now, another Ravager as well. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that Ragnarok, I mean, he is just prepping an all-in here. Dark is aware that this is the situation. And things can get quite dicey here. I mean, if you look at the overall army supply right now, it's almost double, right? It is a scary situation for him still. If he holds this off, it could be an okay place. It could be an okay place, but... Well, actually, it's going to be a great place, right? It's going to be a fan-bloody-tastic place to be. But he needs to hold this off, and that is a big if. That's a lot of links right now. There's no banelings available for Dark. There's no real roach presence. This one spine crawler right here, very quick to go down. The Queens get full surround, and I think this may be a bit too much here. Dark not going to be able to get any type of real defense settled after he loses these roaches. And hold position on the drones. A desperate attempt to make something work here, but Ragnarok gonna be able to take this one. 13 workers go down. And there we have it, guys. We have Dark losing today entirely without being able to take an single map right here. Bunny and Ragnarok showcasing that they have what it takes to battle with this. Well, one of the great Zergs. Even though Dark has been on a little bit of a struggle recently, he did still manage to qualify for the second group stage here, guys. He did still manage to beat Bjorn and do pretty darn good against Mice as well, but today's not his day. Today is Ragnarok's day, moving on forwards after Dark, and I mean, let's see if he will be able to take on Bunny as well. That's the next match, of course.